You are now listening to the Poor Horsemen podcast.
But pouring up is a lifestyle.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The Poor Horsemen.
Also subscribe to Apple and our Spotify podcast,
The Poor Horsemen.
Let's get it.
This is a special episode of Horsemen Reviews. And the next Horsemen Reviews, we're going to have Hypnotic because I'm making that. And we're going to do...
No, the what's the shit called? Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk. Yeah, we got to make that shit. I'm already drunk, so my bad. So we had to talk about it. Usually we don't do this. And we may decide to do this moving forward, but Squid Games was too crazy.
No, I'm just thinking about, I don't know why, but like when R. Kelly go into his cell, they're going to be like, usually I don't do this.
I'm not trying to be rude. Pretty girl,
Oh, man.
Okay,
He
so
gonna be in some Squid Games for real.
Netflix has taken the world by storm with Squid Games. Would y'all agree that they have taken the world by storm?
They on track to be the
Squid
number
Games?
one series they ever produced.
Damn.
Ever.
Ever.
It was Bridgerton before that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, Bridgerton with the
The
British
dude.
black dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he left after
And he
one
left the
season.
show.
The series,
He was
because
the
it
one.
was that, and it was Tiger King. Tiger King
was
was
hot
like
also.
next. Yeah.
That was quarantine.
Okay, so
people ain't have shit to watch.
This will be a non-traditional Horseman Reviews, but we're gonna talk about it. So I'm at least give you the synopsis and then a rundown of the show. Okay, hundreds of cash-strapped contestants accept an invitation to compete in children's game for a tempting prize, but the stakes happen to be deadly. I think that's too basic for this.
I mean, that's the plot line, though. That's what it is. It's literally what happens.
I mean, y'all don't agree that that's a little too. I mean, T thinks it's with the plot line. I think it's a little too basic. What do y'all think?
That's pretty much.
It was a basic. It started off basic. It was a basic storyline. Really, if you think about it, it's just the little secrets that was hidden with the old man is concerned and all this other shit.
I thought it was a goddamn actual contestant game when y'all kept talking about
Yeah,
the
you
show.
thought it was gonna be a game show.
And then it came out to be a drama. And like I said, after that first episode, I was just hooked. I couldn't stop watching this shit.
Okay, so Don, we're gonna go to you as our because so JC became our Hollywood correspondent. We have two LeBron correspondents.
That's
we
right.
got T and Don as the LeBron correspondent, but we are now also going to call you the Netflix correspondent because it's the first time you ever watched the show that we recommended. Because the last time you recommended us a show, someone was getting some aggressive dome. So,
Okay.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I was like, man.
yeah.
That goddamn show.
So,
This nigga said yes.
yeah.
Watch
So,
it.
so Don, we want the camera is on you, and we want your opinion now. What do you think of Squid Game?
So
Fuck you in too.
I'm really.
That's why I explore pages look like that.
That's exactly why.
That's exactly. Listen, I'm gonna put it out there.
I'm not even on
Look,
the page.
when I logged into our Poor Horseman page, our Explorer page is filth. It is filth.
Nasty.
It's nothing
Whose
but.
fault is it?
It's nothing but.
Whose
ass.
fault? Nah, y'all gonna say I don't know.
Wait.
I don't scroll.
I am.
Somehow I
had got
believe
the
JC.
password. I got the password like 2 weeks ago. When I logged in and like I was about to search something, all I see is nothing but thick ass women. And it was like it was randomly a basketball highlight, but it was nothing but ass and titties.
I was like, I ain't know that
and I
porn
was like,
star had
what
an
is going
Instagram?
on?
Click.
Niggas be wilding on our Poor Horseman page,
I
bro.
texted in the group. I said, I don't know who run this page, but Y'all are disgusting, man. Everybody, not me.
That's how they do.
All right, let's talk about
It's
it.
so-
Squid Game.
Changing the subject.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
The guilty one.
Changing the subject.
I gotta take
Let's
that.
get back to
I have to
Squid
get back to
Game.
the time because otherwise we would go over that.
Yeah.
We know who it is
Squid Game.
because it's like go to our Explorer page now and you will see it's changed dramatically.
Well,
Since somebody
'cause
took
Black
over
went
2
to-
weeks ago. I'm
Just
just
look at
kidding.
it.
He
Just look at
sent
it
Black
now.
to IG
Hold on,
headquarters.
just look at the Explorer page now, and it has
Oh, wow.
changed dramatically.
They me.
Nigga, turn your light on.
Look,
You got a
it
light
has
on.
changed dramatically.
You got a light on your
You got a
phone.
light on yours. You got
Who
a
are
light
these
on.
white people?
Yeah. So, but go ahead.
Squid Games. So I'm not a person that really watches TV.
It's
that
all
much.
NBA shit.
See what I'm
dog.
saying? It's changed dramatically, hasn't it?
Oh shit.
So
Sound like some purposeful shit.
Nigga trying to cover it up.
Right.
He sent Black out there.
For hours.
Look at
Man,
that
let
shit.
me put this NBA.
Look, NBA.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
Man,
you
this
know-
was there for hours.
you know what
changing that
happened?
algorithm.
Oh
all
my.
right, go ahead, Doc.
Somehow we see, what's her name?
Who was that?
What's
Muffin.
her-
Who are y'all? What are y'all?
Regina King. Oh.
That gotta be him. That's it.
Go.
Yeah, so I don't really watch TV that much, but as we all know now, I don't have an IG or Facebook. I think they're gonna take my Twitter soon. I don't give a at this point I don't know. But my girl was like my fiance, let me say, she was like, hey, let's have a let's watch a movie called Squid Games. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Now I'm not gonna lie, I fall asleep on shit. Because I'm not into TV like that. But I watched the beginning and I automatically start thinking about noodles and shit like that when it first started.
Oh wow.
But,
This nigga is
the first gunshot that I heard woke me up. Ah!
Not
I
good.
was like, okay, now I'm intrigued. So she was like, look. Got deeper into it and it was like Pringles, man. Once you pop
You can't stop. All right, so let me give it a synopsis for everybody.
I want some Pringles.
And
That sound good.
I'm gonna say this
We
right
just
now.
gonna disregard that this nigga said he thought of noodles.
I did.
Walmart.
That's ramen noodles. I used to be poor.
Dollar Tree.
Ramen noodles, sandwich
you.
spread.
Hold on. All right. So I'm gonna give the overview like I do with the others.
Nasty ass nigga.
And again, so I'm gonna say this now for people. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, this is going to spoil it for you.
You gotta
So-
put that spoiler alert.
I will. I'll put it on the screen. I will
Man,
do
they
it.
ain't watched it by now. It's a phenomenon.
Yeah, you gotta watch about it because it's the #1 show on Netflix.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So Squid Games starts out with a character who is in severe debt and has debt collectors following him looking to collect the debt.
No, they was gamblers.
Yeah.
But
They
he's-
was
he-
all of them
it
was
was
degenerates, but
Those
I'm
were
talking about the
sharks.
main guy.
Yeah,
they
those
were
were sharks.
gambling sharks.
Okay, so gambling shark. He meets a guy in a train station who plays the most random game. I've never even seen this game before in my life. Flipping an envelope. Which
It's
clearly he was
it's
at a
a Korean
disadvantage.
game.
It was folded paper, like origami.
But he was at a disadvantage because the other one was clearly heavier than his. Like you could
When
see.
you're a gambling addict, you're gonna go for it. He knew that.
It was clearly heavier.
I don't know about that
It
one.
was. You could see it.
You can have that argument, but I don't believe
Okay.
it. But anyway.
Anyway, he every time he can erase his bet by getting smacked. And that's when Casey hit us in the chat was like, what the fuck do you have me watching?
Every player had a blue.
Yeah. Every player had a blue.
Why is that? Because did he allow them to choose?
He let them choose.
He let
He
them
let them
choose.
choose. Every player had a blue.
Yeah, everyone played blue. But we don't know the significance of
I'm
that.
just
But
saying that.
anyway,
But that's yeah.
so from there, he accepts an invitation to the Squid Games. The Squid Games are all chill. Go ahead.
You missing a vat.
This isn't over. This is just a brief
But
overview.
if you're gonna talk about that little part right there, you missing the
Oh, I didn't know
main
you was
part.
doing the overview.
Because when he kept losing and getting smacked, that was the main ordeal. He kept losing and getting smacked. He was so pissed that he kept getting smacked that he totally forgot that he just won all this money and was
And he
ready
tried
to
to smack
slap
it back.
dude
Smack
back.
dude
Yeah.
He was like, "It's my turn to slap the shit out."
He was, and he wasn't doing like those smack
He
contests.
was like,
that
"You
they
don't
have.
want the money?" Like, that set up for me. When I look back to it, that set up the entire show.
Okay, so Squid Games. Well, after that, episode 2, you see multiple people who now are in some desperate need. You have a guy who has defrauded multiple people who went to SMU business school.
Yeah.
You see a young lady who has stolen things and she needs to pay stuff back.
Stole brother money, right?
And she stole her brother's money.
Yeah.
So you see a guy who snuck into the country who only has nubs for one hand.
Damn.
And he needs this money. So you see people in dire need of finances. They go in. The first game, they don't know what the fuck's about to happen.
I thought that was episode 1.
Just let me finish the overview.
Oh, I'm just saying, but you're gonna do
It is
do
the
it right.
overview. I'm doing it right.
He is doing it
I'm doing
right.
It was
Right.
episode 1 though.
Just let me
Come
finish.
on,
You do
let
this. Look, every time we do this, you do this. Every time.
Say, let me
So-
fuck this
I'm
duck.
detail oriented.
Okay. So the first game, it's red light, green light, which is a classic game that people play. They weren't under the assumption, and Casey, you can follow him at KC43 on Instagram. We need 10K on that. He made a dope red light, green light post that y'all should go follow.
That was funny. I
But-
forgot about
Follow
that.
my boy, man.
Don't follow Don because he doesn't have a page.
Please don't.
now IG support. It's now IG support.
When I get that 10K, my boy get back on IG, I'm gonna put him on the
You know what I'm saying? Try to play it out, man.
no. All right, so
They gonna stun the hell out of your ass.
the first
don't
first
son no
game is
grown
red
ass
light, green
man.
light,
Yeah.
and somehow if you move, nobody knows, but you get a 50 caliber to the dome,
That's crazy.
and it's shocking to the point where the people, once they finish the game, they determine that we need to figure out how to get out of here. And one of the rules state that if a majority of the players say we don't want to be here, then they can leave. And the old man who now when we go to the end of the show, who's manipulating this entire thing, lets them all go home. So they all go home. They realize that their life is shit. Their life sucks.
Yeah.
So majority of them, I think it was like 90% when the guy was asking,
93.
93% determined we want to come back. So they come back. Multiple games happen. Alliances form. Some wild sex happens in the bathroom when they're gross. I don't know why they was knocking down in that bathroom. That shouldn't have happened. To the point where the guy that we initially meet who had gambling debts, gambling sharks, wins the game. And on the last episode, it appears, which pissed me off more than anything, that the old guy was running the entire show and the guy goes back into the Squid Games.
That's what made me.
It
sad.
made me so mad. So React, what do y'all think about the show?
I said, while watching it, it was two things on that last episode. Like, why did he dye his hair pink? And then why didn't he just get on the plane?
Yeah.
Like, when he didn't get on the plane, I was like, dog, what are you gonna do?
Because he got
Go
to
back in Squid Games.
sabotage the
You
whole
can't-
thing.
He can't do nothing.
Yeah.
He's gonna sabotage.
Just
the
like
shit.
the cop tried to do everything he could to stop everything, but couldn't do shit and
cop
died.
got murdered.
His own brother killed him. So like, what are you
He
gonna
wasn't
do?
good though.
Who, the cop?
Yes,
He was good, but
What
it's
you
just like
talking about?
He was
He was a snorkeler.
There was-
He uncovered
He
the entire
planted- he planted his ID.
ocean.
Yes, he planted his ID on a dead man.
yeah.
The only reason that they still knew, well, oh boy, whatever his front man still knew that he was alive is because he was his own brother.
But who says
Exactly.
that had to identify the body?
Who says that was the right way to do it though? Actually being in there and doing it.
The fuck else they were supposed
That's
to
what I'm
do?
saying. Season 2 might be him doing it a different way, not being actually inside.
No, he's going because he accepted the invitation.
Or
They told him on the phone that he needs to hang up and go on the plane.
They
so
did.
if he
They
shows
did.
up, they know like he wants smoke.
or some type of strategy. Because I don't want to see him take it down like that. Because if that man did everything he was supposed to do to take it down and find out it was his brother
His
to do
brother.
it,
His
it's
brother.
like, so there's no way that he can carry out that same plan.
I'm gonna say he not dead.
Ooh,
Oh, man.
interesting. Okay,
cop.
okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
put the
the cop.
camera
He
on
shot
you.
him.
Tell us about it. Tell us.
Shot
He
him in
shot
the-
him in the shoulder. And it wasn't, I mean,
Yeah, he did.
it was the right shoulder, I believe. Left, right, whatever.
Yeah.
He shot him
It
in
was
the
his
shoulder
left.
and he fell in the water. So there's no telling if he just truly died or not. Because even when he shot him, he just didn't like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't try to
shot it.
He did.
Did we ever
shot everybody else?
see the body?
The other guy
No,
that
nobody.
He was like,
Are you sure?
It's not fair.
No,
Are you
they
sure we
never
never saw the body?
They never showed not the
They
cop.
never showed the
Not
body.
the cop.
Oh,
And to
okay.
that point, they never showed a storyline of the police ever like going like investigating, and they got all of the files and
They got the
everything.
cell signal too.
So they got the cell signal.
Yep.
So I feel like they wanted to expound upon the police.
I think I was having sex.
This was like
wait,
Now you see.
this was like
hold
episode
on.
7 or it was like
This was like 7 or 8. Yeah,
7.
7
It
or
was
8.
7.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Why
Are you
why
still watching?
Pull your mic to you, bro.
Episode 7 through 9, we was getting busy, man. I can't stay in the bed that long.
Nigga said yes. He just needed some sound in the background.
What do they say?
Of
Are you
gunshots.
still watching?
Sound of people dying in the back.
No, I'm not. All right. So
That nigga saw a gunshot. Damn.
I saw some stats, and I don't like watching memes because I think memes sometimes be incorrect. But a meme came out that said that the person who wrote this story, the South Korean man, had submitted this to multiple studios,
True. Facts.
and all of them turned down.
9 years.
He was almost broke,
He wrote this shit for 9 years and he sold his laptop.
and he sold his laptop.
$650.
And Netflix picked it up
Motherfucker
after
was
he
talking
sold
about
his
himself.
laptop, and now it's the biggest streaming thing they've ever done.
Sold his laptop. What did he sell his laptop for?
Because he was down on his last
He's
dollar.
down to his last dollar.
So he sold it to Netflix.
So
He didn't sell his laptop
No,
to-
but he had to
No,
sell
no.
his laptop to pay his rent.
Oh, okay. I thought.
But
you
he
said
got
sold
paid
his
from
laptop
Netflix.
and
Now
somebody
after
took it.
that, so the story is that he was so down bad that the last, you know how if a black man sells his PlayStation, he's filing bankruptcy basically. That's bankruptcy for a black man.
Yeah.
This dude, he
Jordans.
sold his laptop.
Yeah.
It was
I
bankruptcy for
sold
him.
the PlayStation before.
It was bankruptcy then.
Yeah.
You was broke.
How
Yeah,
long?
okay, so
How long was it on Netflix before like the public got a hold?
It came
It-
out.
immediately.
immediately. So what happened was, and I looked this up because I knew this was gonna come up. They said within 24 hours, the South Korean audience pushed it to number 1, and then when the American audience got it with the subtitles,
Yeah.
it's out of there.
And it was a lady that went, she had tweeted that she didn't like how like the black people were like, I guess pretty much making fun of it or like liking it so much. And she thought it was cultural appropriation because it's like, it's a real epidemic about how the Koreans are in like just crippling debt.
Yeah, the movie Parasite is very similar. Like it
Yeah, I
talks
ain't
about
watched
that.
that.
Parasite. Oh, if you haven't watched Parasite,
I won't.
it's one of the best movies you will ever watch.
I
Well,
heard it was
I'm
good.
serious.
I heard
No.
it was good.
If you want to watch a movie that's just about
They won an Oscar, right?
about it won everything. I
Yeah.
think
That's
it
what's
did.
up.
About the human experience. Watch Parasite.
I'm good. But
No, I'm serious.
If you watch Black Mirror, you watch
I
Black
don't.
Mirror on
The only Black Mirror episode I watched was them
Black
two
Mirror is
dudes.
crazy.
do you
Oh,
watch
yeah.
Love, Sex,
Hey,
Robots?
you know what's crazy about memes? You was talking about memes.
Yeah.
I had saw a meme where it say these two dudes been in everything ever since they did that Black Mirror episode, and I was like, damn,
They
that's
have.
kind of
Yo, that one
that's
dude.
kind of
That one dude became. What's the blue guy?
Yaya.
What's his name? The blue guy.
Ya-
What is he? What did he become?
Yeah. Oh, he
No.
became the nigga from
What's that show?
Shit,
He's blue.
Wait, what
They
we talking
both
about?
great, good
But no,
actors.
he's blue.
oh, what's the name?
Watchmen.
Watchmen.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
came with the head of the leader of Watchmen.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Candyman.
and he was
He's also
Candyman.
Candyman.
And then the other dude is
Damn, all you gotta
Captain
do is
America.
do some gay stuff, huh?
But
In
Papa
Hollywood.
Doc already been popping.
No, he hadn't.
That was he
Not
was in
since then.
shit.
Bro, when he did
He was
that,
already in the Marvel.
How y'all watch so much TV? Y'all know every fucking show.
I mean, it only take about an hour or two of your day.
Yeah.
We all got the same
should.
24
Like
hours.
reading.
Hey, so
They
the
be
old
reading
man,
hotel books.
it was apparent to me
Got
in the
sheepies.
first episode that he was a part of a bigger picture.
Me too.
Me too.
Because the old
old
man,
man.
because if you look at when the doll was shooting people down, like she was getting on
he
radar.
was the first person to run.
I know, but like on
No,
the
everybody else
radar,
was scared.
on the,
That's
no.
why I knew he was a part of it.
On the radar, though, if you look at it, everybody's in green, and then his green is really not on him. So the doll knows not to shoot him down.
Before I started having sex, I seen that he was happy.
Oh my
and
God.
shit.
Pull your mic. Pull
Oh,
your
yeah.
mic.
He was happy running.
He was
what I'm
happy.
saying.
He was happy for
And
everything, though. He was happy for everything.
You know how I knew he was a part of it? Go ahead.
Well, mine was, first, whenever they met, him and the main guy, they met, and he was like, "Oh, I'm number one, and you're you're 456. Like, oh, isn't this exciting?" And da 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 da. And I was like, why are they forcing this old guy on us? But then, whenever they all went home, and all of a sudden, in all of Korea, old dude and main guy met at this one location, and old guy was like, "Wow, what a and drinking beer."
They didn't show him getting killed.
No,
you know what
I'm just like
everybody else.
You didn't see a body drop because they made another angle.
Yeah,
you can't see the body in the damn thing.
Every other body.
You know when I knew he was a part of it? They had the riot when the lights went out.
Yes.
And somehow he was on the top of
the bleachers,
looking at everybody like, "Yo,
I'm so scared."
No, we can't do this.
Bro.
He was on top.
Nah.
Oh my God. Don is no longer allowed a Horseman review.
Can we mute his mic?
No lie. I was like,
that man was in
I
was playing Twister.
I was so sad when I thought he died.
Remember I told you would be. I was so sad when I thought he died. And then the old man. And then I was glad when he died.
Yeah, that
and then when we we was in bed and I was just watching, she was knocked out. And she had said, she said the whole time she was just in and out watching. She wasn't like dialed in like I was. But she was like, "Nah, I don't trust that old dude. He got something up with him."
She knew.
And then so I'm like, she sleep and I'm watching it. And then like he got that note from the Rose lady.
Yep.
Come see. And then when he was there, I said, "Yo," I like nudged the shit out of her. I was like, "You was right." She was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "You was right." She's like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "That old dude was over the whole thing."
He was over the whole thing.
She was like, "Man, I ain't have to be up for that shit." I knew it. I was like, damn, I didn't know.
That dude couldn't get that girl off of him. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Essay?
Yeah.
I hated the essay.
Who?
He couldn't get that girl off of him.
No.
The pimp.
Nah, you couldn't get her off because you got to remember they were on a ledge, bro. They were on the edge of. First off, that was the most stressful one of all of them to me.
Hell yeah!
Because not knowing where to walk. And I fucking hate the dude who knew tempered glass.
Yeah.
And he knew what to do. And he didn't say shit.
But that's smart though.
No, it's not.
He was
trying to win the money.
He was right.
Nah, bro.
All them people that went before him was trying to kill them before too.
He was like, "Fuck them."
And then what's crazy though? That lady.
He shouldn't have died. That's fucked
First
up.
off, she used to throw me off because she'd be like, "Yeah, who wants me on that team?"
I know.
I hated her.
I hate her voice.
Yeah, I hate her
the
voice.
dubbed voice.
But she was so trill because she told him, like, "If you betray me, I'ma kill you."
She did say that.
Yeah.
She did say that. And she was about her word.
She was about her word.
Everybody died how they portrayed somebody in their earlier life. The dude he was about to kill himself in the bathtub. He ended up killing himself at the end.
Oh shit! I didn't notice that.
The girl.
Look at JC with the knowledge.
JC reviews.
The girl.
That nigga deep.
The girl that got stabbed. The girl with the same dude that killed himself. He stabbed her in the neck. She was gonna stab the dude about the money. The dude, the nigga that.
No, she wasn't gonna stab him though.
No.
I mean, but she had him by the throat.
The guy that mishandled her money or something like that.
She had
put a knife to his neck.
Yeah,
but she got stabbed in the neck.
Yeah.
The dude, the Mexican, he threw somebody off the bridge.
Sure did.
He dropped
on off the bridge too.
Yeah, I didn't
even notice that. Like,
bad mother.
Hey, that was crazy.
You a cold nigga.
That dude with the snake tattoo, y'all keep calling the essay.
Yeah.
He looked like our Uncle Wayne. I texted him that and he was dying laughing. I kept seeing him. I was like, damn, he looked like my Uncle Wayne.
So I
want to talk about old boy that stole everybody's money though. That was supposed to be a smart one that turned into be like the biggest villain.
Yeah, because when he killed my man with the nub.
The dude.
The dude. I forgot about him. He stole money.
Yeah.
He got stolen.
Hold up. So this dude with the nubs.
You missed that part too.
Dude with the nubs is the most naive person ever in a show. Because they knew the rules of the game.
Yes.
You get all the marbles, you win. The other person dies. He allowed this idiot
to take all of them.
To be like, let me hold them safe or whatever. And then he had a bag of rocks around his neck.
He ain't know he
He
had
had
rocks
though.
He was blind?
He was knocking down then.
Yeah.
He got rocks from the ground.
He thought old boy
He thought he
tied
gave
his
him
marbles around his
That's
neck.
what I'm saying.
Wow.
It's like, dog, why are you? I wouldn't have even gave him that. First off, when he did that whole monologue when he was crying and shit.
I know.
would've smashed that other
But
marble up out of him.
see, he was just a first of all, cultural difference. This is an East Indian man in with all
You know,
kind
I
of
didn't even
Asian
think
people.
about that. Yeah,
like
like
complete cultural
he was the only
difference.
person who
He was a
wasn't
thief, though.
South Korean.
And then he was like,
No, he wasn't. He wasn't defined as a thief.
No, he
But
was
he was a
immigration.
thief.
Remember he
He took the shit at the beginning.
The
remember
money that was owed to him.
Yeah, he wasn't a thief. He was
took
just
the
getting
money
back
that
what
was
was
owed
took
to
it
him.
and ran.
But it was
The
his
money that was
owed
he
to him.
worked
His money.
for.
That was his, the money he worked for.
Yeah, it was his money.
His boss was the thief.
He was on. He was on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was on. Like he got hurt at work. That's how he missed his
Yeah,
fingers.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he
They
was
owed
the
him
money.
wages. And he was his immigration status was fucked up. So that's why he was there.
But like
that was the saddest part.
he was suckered in by the stuff because he gave him that money to take the bus.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I wouldn't even cared about that. Like man, you gotta go.
No, the saddest part was the girl.
Which
With
girl?
the fucked up family. And
Yeah.
she
with
was
her brother.
With her brother.
And she let her win.
Yeah.
And then she got killed. That was sad.
Yeah.
No.
I cried for the first girl. I ain't even gonna lie. I cried. The one that let old girl win because she was like, I don't have shit to go
That's
back
what I'm
to.
talking about.
So
That's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. Yeah.
But no, that's not the worst one. The worst one, they wasn't even the main characters.
The husband and wife.
The marble game.
Yeah.
This dude,
Kicked his wife in. Yeah.
Nigga, he was a douchebag. bro.
He should have let her live.
he let them kill his wife.
Yeah.
and then he killed himself.
And then he was sitting in the corner.
Yes.
Oh,
What are we doing?
no, what are we? Yeah.
And then he hung himself. He was just up there.
Hey, would y'all in that game? Would y'all not think outside of the box on that?
Of
on
course
those
I would.
rules?
Yeah, of course I would.
Like, nah, I don't think we should be partners.
Of course
There's
I would.
something up with this shit.
Yeah. As soon as if
Because
I would
people
have
gotta be eliminated.
if I would have made
Yeah.
it past red light, green light, I would have won the game, hands down.
Well, you're an exception because
you'd
you're
have
like
been,
top
Sung
2% of people on
I'm not
Earth.
top anything, but I'm
just
telling
saying.
you that
The average person would
Niggas
you?
would have definitely jumped you in that ride.
I would have broke necks, hands down. They would have to have multiple
Knives and
weapons.
stuff
I thought you were
coming
an
at
average
you.
size
They didn't have
human.
knives.
No, that glass, broken glass.
And
all
I'd have
that.
broke necks. Look, I'm telling you right now, if we're gonna get into our review here in a
I'll
second.
stab the shit out you.
That
Nigga,
old
loud.
man always.
All right, let's get into our review. All right, so what do we rank this? What do we rank this show?
This show was great.
Is it 1 to 10? Let's go around. T, I'm gonna go to you first. Where do you rank this into? Because this is kind of a post-apocalyptic type show to me. Like this is Hunger Games.
No, they was in modern civilization.
No. What I'm saying is Hunger Games adjacent. Like a world where no rules apply is kind of Hunger Game-ish. So where do you rank this? Top 10, 1 to 10. What do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 9. It had the storyline. It kept you interested in it had like deeper shit in there, like JC said. And even with the, people dying and stuff, you see it's like, damn, like, is money that important? Like when old boy won all that money, he didn't even touch it. He went home and his mom died. And he was like, well, what the fuck? Like, I don't even need all this shit. So it's like some shit that makes you think too. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 9.
Until he decided to dye his hair.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
then
think
go
that's-
back into the game.
That's got to be something in the culture, though. We
That's
don't
that
know.
K-pop stuff.
Yeah, we
man.
don't.
I was
Hell
just
yeah.
All right, JC, what you think?
Ever since I seen nigga, no, you don't, nigga.
I do.
You are all for review. JC, what you think?
Ever since I seen Hostile overseas, I always think that there's some type of
Hostile is a movie.
Yeah,
What
it's
is Hostile?
No, it's
What
it's
they-
actually Hostile.
Hostile. Yeah.
That's that
Oh,
movie where they was
okay.
in that damn.
They was overseas.
Hostile.
Hostels. Yeah.
No, they was
Hostels-
overseas and they
Hostels are a thing. We have them in America also.
No, It was crazy.
Why would you stay in an American
My
hostel?
son's mother, I remember when they was going to Mexico.
Yeah.
She was like, me and Keelan gonna stay in the hostel.
You should
and
be
I
like,
thought
no.
about that movie and I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, no, we good.
People
No,
pay
and
to
And I was
torture
like,
people.
why are you
Yeah.
doing that?
People pay to torture people. I'm just saying, it's this little cult shit like
Yeah,
that
there
I
are.
think
There are.
about in different countries and shit. So like this, but for them, I would say for them to top a Tiger King on Netflix,
No doubt.
that type of shit that just come out and is like a phenomenon. Fucking Bird Box.
Yeah.
What else was good? I don't know. Fucking
Just
Black
rate it.
Mirror.
What do you rate it?
I know. I'm just saying. With
1
that
to
being,
10.
When that being said, this was the best one that they produced. So
So you
I'll
give
give
it
it
a
a 10.
Okay. Don, the 4 episodes that you watch.
Four?
It was off the chain, man. I mean, I missed a bunch of shit that y'all talking about.
He said, "What
And
episode?"
we know why. You know what I'm saying? KC?
Give it a rating. What do you-
Okay, my fault. Yeah. I would say about a 10, man. 'Cause that shit
How you
was-
know?
I'm telling
How you
man,
know?
I'm gonna go back home and rewatch
How you
that shit,
know?
man. Nah, I'm gonna tell y'all.
It's a
y'all
sex
can
scene
post-
in there that you can watch.
No, it's the worst sex scene I've ever seen in my life.
Disgusting. It's
She was
so
like-
bad.
She was like, old man. Old man.
She had the worst dumb voice.
She was like, the funniest shit about that shit was that when he
The old man was getting.
No.
No.
She kept calling
essay.
the essay or whatever, the old man. And they told her, stop calling me with that old man shit,
Sure
bitch.
And babe,
And he said, he said, babe.
you don't
and
want me
I
on
said-
your team.
Yeah, and he said, look, stop calling me old man and babe. Chill out with that shit, bitch. I kill you.
And he wanted to, but she killed him. All right, so what do you give it?
Look, first off, I have first graders. I play red light, green light with these kids, and they knew, we playing Squid Game.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I was like, yo, how y'all know about this?
Damn.
How y'all been watching this
They
shit?
saw it
That's
on their
sad, yeah.
phones.
That's sad.
No.
That ain't sad. I was watching Menace to Society when I
Yeah,
was
you
5.
also watched the R. Kelly tape when you was
I
in
did, when I was
television.
still
Go ahead.
acting.
But I'm giving it a 10 because it just had me wrapped around his finger. I couldn't stop watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10. Also, I was locked in. I watched it, you know. But before we leave,
Wait, there's another like really similar Netflix show with like the same
Box?
plot line. No, Alice
The
in
the Alice something.
not Alice in Wonderland. Alice
It's
in
something
Borderland. I
Borderland,
think.
yeah.
It's like literally the plot says
Pornhub, yeah.
people get involved in dangerous games.
Okay, I need to watch that.
Yeah,
I ain't
watch
watching
that
it.
in.
some
Okay.
more of these movies to watch.
So you
To
can-
not watch?
Yeah, I know, to not watch. All right, but so last question, quickly, so we can get out of here. If Squid Games was an American thing, how much money would it take
Put
for
the
you to
camera on real
participate? There is no camera for you, so just say it.
They gonna just be. We're gonna be on there talking like, give me 25.
How much money?
25
How
million.
much money would you participate? 25 million.
25 billion.
They be like,
Don, how much for you?
got me fucked
I
up.
wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
I'm not
JC, how
playing
much
that
for you?
shit,
I
bro.
ain't playing that shit, bro.
Absolutely
T,
not.
I would
Not
do it
playing.
for like
Not
a
playing.
billion.
Look,
No.
But you
I mean,
be
It's not
the
even
black
a lot
guy.
of
No.
money.
You
Because
be
first off,
owning this
Billion?
shit.
What are you
First
talking about?
off,
A billion is a lot.
I'm
It's
like
not
over
enough.
on debt right now anyway, so like they ain't never gonna see it. Cause when they start cutting the check for this part, they still ain't gonna see it. So Sally Mae, hey Sally, suck my
That's the episode 12 of Horsemen Reviews. We out.
Well, it is hell day.